Welcome back to our tutorial series on Songs of Six. Last time we set out into the world, we took our first settlement, we upgraded it, and now we have to think about our next moves. I took a closer look at the world map and I came to a rather shocking conclusion. As we noticed last time, the direct connection from us to Flensburg is all the way around this mountain. What I noticed while looking around is that we are completely locked in. So our next target is naturally Unalaska. It's the only settlement we have a connection to. After that we have a connection to this settlement and this settlement. But if we take a closer look down here, all those settlements are locked in this mountain range. So on the one hand we have a very nice and defensive position. This river is cutting us off completely. On the other hand, we are locked in these mountains. There's no way for us to escape except fight our way down here and eventually out through this mountain pass. And then we are out in the world. So that's a lot of conquering we have to do. We don't have much time to do it. I mean, we do have a lot of time. I don't think they will fight each other down there. So maybe we'll find a diplomatic solution in the future, but for now our next goal is to take Unalaska. In order to do that, I don't want to rely on mercenaries too much. We need an army of our own. We are being attacked. I forgot that this was the last thing that happened last episode, so let's quickly do this little fight. Our human archers need some training. Let's see if they can do it. We are being attacked by 20 enemies. They have archers, some heavily armored people, also heavily armored, but only one division of archers, so they have 5 archers. We have 30 archers, and we have our kebabs who are going to do what they do best. It's kiting the enemy so they don't get to shoot at us. Our archers need to take aim at the enemy archers just to minimize our losses, and it's this division over here. And my people should be shooting. Yes, there was the first hits. Those purple sprays are Garfimi blood, which is exactly what we want to see. We have to be careful. They are probably trying to shoot back at us, but we are hitting them quite nicely. No losses yet on our side. We can quickly charge his archers. Maybe that will make them run. And I think we did make them run. We lost one of our own archers. Now we have to keep an eye out on his soldiers so he doesn't backstab us. 5 enemies left, 4 enemies left. I think we can try to fight them. Maybe they are as exhausted as I am, but is. Victory. It wasn't pretty, I can tell you as much. Okay, so next moves on our city map. We will upgrade the halves. Because we can, and it makes our people happy. And we do want another laboratory. Science is good, so we want more science. It's as simple as that. The brewery is being constructed, so we will get some drinks. We are storing up a lot of clothes, which we need for soldiers, and we also need to store up on a lot of rations. Also for our army of the future. The ration maker is not producing at the moment because the stores are full. I don't have any workers who are willing to carry. The fruit orchard here was constructed. What we're going to need sooner or later is some cotton. So let's build a small cotton farm over here. Doesn't need to be too big. Simple one. A small one should be enough, so we can produce our own fabric. For now we were always buying fabric, and I don't want to do that anymore. We are good on grain since we are getting taxes. Our pasture is producing nicely, and the brewery will need coal. We have enough coal for now. Ore is quite limited, but this is so inefficient. I really don't want to put more workers in it. I think we'll just trade for some iron. And what we can do with the army supply depots we built over here is we can tell them what to store up on. So the logistics system in the game is being worked on currently, so I didn't invest much time yet to explain to you how to get the logistics up and running, simply because things are currently still in flux and shifting, so I don't want to take too much time to explain it. For now, you can select warehouses, and then things are being pulled from them. So I want one army supply depot to store up some rations. I want one supply depot to store up clothes. I will want one supply depot to store up drinks. One army supply depot, should we ever want archers, needs to get some bows ready. And leather armor is stored over here, so we also can tell one supply depot to get some leather armor for us. So what they are going to do now is they will store it up in there. And once we have an army on the world map, the army gets supplied with the goods we have in here. For now we don't have an army on the world map, so nothing will get sent away. It will still be taken out of storage, so those numbers will drop. But it won't yet be sent away. Okay, with those little moves done, I think I will fast forward a bit, and should I do any other changes while the time-lapse is running, I'll just explain them afterwards. We are back, and as you saw in the time-lapse, I did get raided again. I think that's probably a bit overtuned, the amount of raids you get at the moment. And the enemy absolutely demolished us. We did win in the end, but all of my soldiers died except for two of my longbows. Every single other soldier got killed in the fight. So we had to let in a lot of immigrants immediately after, because I lost like 70 people in that fight. And so I think in the near future I will probably pay those raiders off and take the safe route. So the cotton farm is finished. We are producing our first drinks. Nothing is get stored up for the moment because my people just consume all the drinks. We have no way to forbid them from drinking, so good on them. The second lab is also finished. We have 10,000 science stored up. So what we're going to do is we are going to unlock the crude weaver. We are also going to unlock a bakery upgrade. Sooner or later I will want to upgrade my houses so we can unlock the basements. Transports, also very nice tech. We are going to get it. We could think about providing some fine dining to our people. So 750 science, also well spent in that regard. My soldiers are still training. All of them died. So we have a completely new army. And another thing we will need in the near future is some production of weapons. So I'll take... Did I already unlock it? Yes, we do have a smithy. Let's unlock armor smithing and we will build our first smithy. Since Dondorians are pretty good smithers, I will build it over here and designate a few living quarters just for our Dondorians. So the smithy is under construction. We are still waiting on some metal. I've started building a weaver, and now I noticed that we have 12 deranged people in our settlement. Humans tend to go insane. What we can do to help those people is put a straitjacket on them and lock them in a dark dungeon, which is called an asylum. So we have to give build a little asylum. I'll just place it right next to the hospital. And we put cells in the asylum. I swear we're helping them. They need to be locked up. Just a place to store our deranged. Since 12 of them is a bit too much, it's putting a bit of strain on our economy. Those are 12 people who are not productive. What we can also look into is providing one of the most important services of them all. After the lavatory, the most important one they desire the most are the restaurants and the bathhouses. So I have a canal over here. You need sweet water access for your bathhouse. So this is a perfect spot to provide a little place to bathe for our people. What I'm going to do is I will build it around this canal. A little like this. It might not be pretty. Let's try to not make it round. My people hate round things. And we have to provide basins they can bathe in. It's enough for 10 people. That's enough for 30 spots. Now we have to provide a few benches they can relax at. Like this. Okay. Takes a bit of cut stone, takes a bit of metal. And then we have a bathhouse. The bathhouse does not have any upgrades, it just needs work, it needs a bit of coal to heat up, and it needs sweet water access. In earlier versions you could just build a water pump right next to it, but for now you have to pump the water. So we could even build a bathhouse on this island over here, which would have been a pretty great idea in hindsight. But let's keep it over here. We have most of our workers going this route anyways. So while traveling from one district to the other, they can just enjoy a little bath and relax in the bathhouse. So I think I'll go fast forward until all the things we just placed down are finished. We are getting attacked again. So this time, as much as it hurts me, I will pay them off. Just because my archers are not even recovered from the last attack yet. Okay, now we do have 55 administration stored up. We would need 40 for the next level, so I will get a few more admin points, employing like 5 more, which also means we will need more paper, so also more paper makers. Building a second mushroom farm over here. This will take a while. The bathhouse is finished and my people are very happy about it. Happiness is in the positive. It's the first time even the Nodorians are pretty happy. What we can do now, since we have lots of money and our stores are pretty full on most of the stuff, we can recruit our first regional division. So you can recruit soldiers in your main settlement like we did all this time, but you can also use your world map, and we have lots of recruits over there because we have 800 people in the settlement. We get 700 recruits. So we are going to build the best unit in the game, which is Tilapis. Let's get like 75 Tilapi archers. We give them a different icon. They can only get at the maximum of 50 archery training, because only your city troops can get 100% training. The world map troops only can get 50. And we'll also provide them with lots of bows, 600 to be exact. Also, let's get them leather armor so they even armored a bit. Does give them a bit of pierce armor. So training them will take 70 days. In 3 days they won't be recruits anymore, they will be conscripts, I think. Or just soldiers. So now in 2 days this division will be trained, or at least they are out of basic training. 1 more day, and that's the point they will start consuming all the goods we provide them. As you can see now, they will need a lot more bows. 60 bows a day, yearly is their consumption. They will need 600 rations every year. I think this is overtuned at the moment, should be much less. Also probably a bug. Morale is terrible, we are not providing them with any drinks. Supplies or clothes should be fine, 75 a year is not too bad. And 60 leather armor a year should also be okay. Okay, now they are training up, the regional division is training, 67 days left. So in 67 days, this division will have 50% training. All of this is with our next goal in mind, which is Unalaska. Okay, we have 92 administration, so let's get Flansburgh up to speed. What we can do to increase our the size of our population in here is we can kill off a few of the rarer population. So Amivias, I'm sorry, you all have to die. This increases our population by 2. Perfect. I would like to get rid of the Tilapis. The problem is then my conscripts would probably be gone. Okay, so I think we'll leave it at that for the moment. Well, this episode so far has been a very slow build-up. So what I'm going to do now is I'll tell my archers they need a little bit less training. Just to get a few more of them fully trained. And then I will send my city troops and have them join my troops on the world map. What we're going to need there is some plate armor and some... Okay, I think we did it. Yes, Falxes are there, we just need the plate armor. And we should be nearly there. Okay, and now we're doing a risky thing. We will attack Unalaska. Let's declare war. Our soldiers seem to be as ready as can be and our stores are full, so let's move out. They will immediately, once we cross the border, attack us. Yes, and this is a battle we have to fight on the map. His city troops should be pretty badly equipped. I'm saying should be, so we could be wrong and that would be quite devastating. So he has 113 garrison and they have leather armor and nothing else. We are good. So our archers will do some nice damage. They should also have enough range. And we will keep our heavily armored kebabs in front. They should immediately start shooting at them. And they do. I don't think they'll even reach us. Our archers will just massacre them. Beautiful. Half of them are dead. And 5 left, 2 left. Victory! That's what happens if the enemy has no plate armor. We are releasing the captives, we are not cruel after all. And now we can take the settlement without any problems. We are going to show mercy, we don't need the stone. We just want the settlement, and I think his army despawned. Oh, there's still one down there. Let's see if he wants to... Oh, that's another... That is another settlement from another person. So let's quickly make trade agreements in the hope that they don't declare war on us. I mean, even if they declare war on us, we would be fine, probably. So what we can do now is we can recall our divisions into our settlement so they don't take up too many resources on the world map. And now we can do some management in Unalaska. I did pause because this settlement is at 1000. So we can directly go to level 3, which is very nice. We'll need a well, and we can also give them a growth building so the population doesn't go down too much. We can give them some stands to make them happy. And now we can make use of this region. We have 11 workforce here. So I'm thinking we are taking the stone deposit. 400 stone every day, that's a lot. And there is also... Is there a coal deposit? No, but there's mountains, so we could import some coal over here. 19 ore every day would also be okay. Clay deposits are also nice. Let's take the clay for now. Accept. So we're getting 100 clay every day now. So we can release our clay pit workers. And we can even ramp up our production of pottery. And with all the stone we are getting, we will need a place to store our excess. So let's build a large export depot. Down here. I think we are going to, just for the fun of it, skill into the raid deterrence and see if that is doing anything for us. And it actually seems to be helping. So I think once my soldiers are back, we should be fine on raids for now. Let's just fast forward this one day. And they are home. And yes, we are safe from raids. Perfect! So we can actually train them without them dying all the time. So our kebabs also get full melee training now. And I think it took me quite a bit longer than I expected. I'm recording for like 1 hour 50 minutes now. I'll condense it down to hopefully not longer than 40 minutes for you. Cause actually not a lot happened this episode. The game does feel a bit slower in version 66. Especially since all the raids are quite annoying. But now we can move our empire, and we will get stronger and stronger from here on out. At least I hope so. So thank you for watching and see you the next time. Goodbye.